Receiver coach has been blown away by Crabtree's hands and his ability to suck in these balls.
Tyrell Williams, he beats Cox.
This is a really thickly built guy.
We didn't let the team go because we were switching out balls.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you are, please do leave a like on this video. If you haven't yet, I hope that'll earn your subscription today. There's a subscribe button right below the video or a follow button wherever you're watching. And I hope that'll earn that. I know if you have to create an account, it's kind of a pain, but I promise you it helps a ton. And it helps making find my videos easier. And I hope I'll earn that today. So Bud Light. I don't know if you heard of Bud Light before, or perhaps some of the controversy that they've been a part of, had a pretty embarrassing weekend and some embarrassing footage at a motorcycle rally, on top of more bad news, even as Joe Rogan continues to do his best to try and get them off the hook. Apparently we've got some new interesting information. Obviously I'm not going to rehash everything that happened, because you all know, because you're on this channel, literally the hub for Bud Light news in the world. I'm thankful for all of you. Started to see some of these video clips flying all over the internet. Now this is shared by Wall Street Silver. Bud boycott still going strong. Their stand is completely empty. This is, I think, in Sturgis. Let me turn it down a little bit. The motorcycles are loud.
Sturgis, Bud Light's at midweek.
Look at that. Not a single soul in there. Now, what sucks is, I'll say this. Look, obviously, I don't care for Bud Light's political decisions and their marketing decisions. But this booth is supposed to be helping soldiers, I think.
Any improvement?
Not one person. Honor their sacrifice, educate their legacy. So Squadron here.
Folds of Honor is here.
Yeah, Folds of Honor is a good agency. It's a bummer that they are taking a hit from this. Maybe we can figure out some way to, you know, help elevate them or something of that nature. Because that stinks.
The Bud Light tent, we're hoping business picks up a little bit, but guys, midweek, oh my.
Look at this. This Bud, there is not a single person in here. It's completely empty.
Goodness. Wow. Guys,
he's selling merch.
are we seeing any uptick in business here? A little bit, okay. Okay.
Yeah, right. There's nobody around. And then this person just walks away, you know.
Let's keep it positive, right? Let's keep it positive. Maybe by the end of the week. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
He knows. He knows. He's like, man, this is the bummer of it all, though. It's, first of all, Folds of Honor, from what I understand, is a totally fine charity that does great things. They get drugged on by this. This dude, who looks like just a chill dude wearing his American flag sunglasses, probably a vet. He didn't make these decisions. He didn't do any of this stuff, yet he's got to deal with the grief.
We appreciate the hard-working employees. We covered this early on in the week, guys. Take a look. Sturgis is absolutely jam-packed.
Sturgis is wild.
The BMW tent is packed, but Budweiser having a tough go.
I like how the guy that's recording this is, it sounds like he's not, like he's being respectful, like he's trying not to like dunk on these guys too bad, because you know these people are there. But look, there's nobody here. Nobody.
There must be a whole lot of beer left over in there.
I mean, there is nobody there. Then, this shared by Zero Hedge just the other day. No end to the destruction at, now they wrote Anheuser-Busch. I didn't say that. Zero Hedge said that. Bud Light weekly volumes are down 29%, with sales down 26%, average over the last 3 months. There continues to be a contagion to the wider AB InBev portfolio, with Budweiser, Busch, and Michelob all still weak. You see here, obviously you have the, volume growth. Budweiser family down 23%. If we go, let's just go to the most recent numbers, late in July. Budweiser family is down 23.9%. Budweiser itself is down 13%. I think normally if Bud Light wasn't down 29.1 or 30%, if Bud Light wasn't down nearly 30%, Budweiser being down 13% would be newsworthy. Then the Busch family, which is Michelob Ultra, or Michelob family, Busch family is Busch Light. That's down 6%, 6.6%. Michelob's down 4.1%. Stella Artois is down 5%, and Natty Natural Ice is down 5.5%. In comparison to Coors Light, Coors family up 17.6%. Coors Light's up 16%. Miller family's up 10.3%. Miller Light's up 13%. MGD is even. That's interesting. Nobody switched from Bud Light to MGD. I guess that makes sense. It's not a light beer. And the Modelo family is up 17.5%. So in fact, Coors is up more than Modelo. I'm surprised they didn't show. The numbers for Yuengling, but they're also up as well. I think that they're just. I mean, these people obviously just dunking on them brutally. You hate to see it. I think that imagine being involved in the implosion of Budweiser. No one will hire you again. Well, maybe Disney would. You see, look at Yuengling. This is, again, they're actual people that it's kind of a bummer that the people on the front lines, especially the distributors, they had nothing to do with this, right? That's why I can't believe that the Bud Light CEO is still employed. I would venture a guess, like a strong guess, that he will be out by the end of the year. I think he has basically football season to fix it. And he's not going to fix it during football season. I think it's going to get worse. I think that it will be down in excess of 30% once football season starts, because everybody's going to get roasted in the lines. People are going to go in the Bud Light line at every major NFL stadium. People are going to say, there's nobody in line there. It's going to start all over again. Joe Rogan spoke on it just the other day with Post Malone. He said he thinks that the issue started the moment Kid Rock hit the trigger on some cans. Bud Light has been in huge trouble ever since the company went woke, and of course, team with Dylan, sales have fallen off a cliff. We know this. Anheuser-Busch's stock price is down, and people seem to have completely moved on from the once popular light beer brand. Rogan thinks it can all be tied back to the moment that Kid Rock took it out on the cans. He said, quote, when he's talking to Post Malone, "Forget about everyone's outrage. Settle down and relax. They effed up. Let them off the hook. They effed up. It's one thing. It's not even that big of a deal. But when Kid Rock does that to your effing beer, it's game over," Rogan said with a huge smile on his face, laughing during an interview with Post Malone. Malone is a big Bud Light fan, joined in on the laughter and added, "It was a cool MP5 the rock star used to obliterate the Bud Light cans." However, the star musician questioned the decision to do the stunt given the high cost of ammo these days. Joe Rogan has been all over the place on the Bud Light issue. He says he's really not a big fan, or it's not a big deal, and doesn't seem to be a fan of Dylan at all. Well, yeah, I mean, again, this is one of those things that you can't stay mad about it forever. I mean, even now, like, videos about this are no longer the first video I make a day. Might be the second, third, and now there's like several days between them. I mean, you get mad, you move on, and then kind of just, that's what happens. I don't think Bud Light is, Bud Light keeps getting ruthlessly ratioed on Twitter, unendingly. Bud Light literally can't tweet without getting, pummeled into the ground from angry fans. You see this grin and bear it. Kari Lake serves up booze for a photo op after pub removed Bud Light tap to avoid an awkward photo in the wake. So they removed the Bud Light tap just so it wouldn't be in the photo. An employee at the venue said Bud Light taps had been removed ahead of Kari Lake's arrival. Between taps for Budweiser and Busch Light was an empty space. Lake shrugged it off when she asked about the absence and kept filling beer glasses. She also signed the new hats the Trump campaign was passing out. The hats, bright green with gold letters, read, "President Donald Trump, back-to-back Iowa champ." The Iowa State Fair was like a big you know, political thing this weekend. There was a lot of, you know, pundits and stuff like that there. So it was really wild. Lake, who was losing her voice after talking to thousands of voters in Iowa State Fair, told DailyMail.com she spent most of Friday talking to a couple thousand independent voters about making sure they're registered as Republicans so they can take part in the caucus for President Trump. But she gamely finished out the day at a popular drinking hole at the fair. She spoke to people there, posted many photos, sipping a beer in between shots. Earlier in the day, Lake milked a cow at Iowa State Fair and argued that animals prove that there are only two genders because a bull can't be milked. Well, I mean, you know, maybe a little. But, you know, I think you see video appears to show nearly empty Budweiser tents at motorcycle rally. It's not just a motorcycle rally. It's freaking Sturgis, where there's probably 1 million cans of beer consumed a week. Maybe a day. I mean, it's probably a day. So what I think you're going to see here now is Bud Light probably had seen a boost in sale during Sturgis. So I bet you the sales will be down even more this week because nobody's drinking that stuff. Nobody's drinking that stuff at Sturgis. Guaranteed. Simply guaranteed. 0 attendees in the Budweiser tent at Sturgis. This may be the biggest marketing blunder of all time. Here's a different angle.
Well, guys, as you know, we've been a little bit intrigued with this Budweiser controversy and as it relates to...
You see through this, there's literally nobody there. Nobody. It's not like it's 5 a.m. either. The sun's out. People are on the roads. Pretty wild. Now, Budweiser stock remains down over the last month, 3.2%, and I couldn't be happier about it. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.